Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to a brand new week. Today's topic is, can sounds be blocked? And our learning outcomes are: recognize that we hear sounds when they enter our ears. That is, when they go in your ears, that's when you hear sounds. Explore ways to block sound. So that's what we will do today. We will have some fun with sounds and we will explore how we can block sounds. But before that, I would like you all to just recall with me quickly what we have studied in earlier sounds. Let's brainstorm. Sounds. We hear sounds when they enter our ears. Sounds can be loud or soft. Loud sounds. Listening to loud music can damage our sense of hearing. That's why some people use earmuffs to protect their sense of hearing, because loud sounds sometimes damage your sense of hearing. Can we really block some sounds? So that's what we will find out in today's lesson. Let's get started. What is blocking of sound? To block sound is to stop the sound from entering our ears. There can be different reasons why you want to block sound, and there are different ways to block sound. Here is a list of some reasons why you would like to block sounds. Some people might block sounds to protect their ears. Some to avoid noise pollution. You must be wondering, what is noise pollution? Noise pollution is caused by lots of noises. Let me give you an example of a traffic. If you are in a busy road, at a busy road you might hear honking of cars, trucks, lorries, and sometimes when heavy vehicles, transports move, they make really bad and loud noise. So all these things make noise pollution. Let's move on. The last on the list is not to disturb others. People also would want to block the sound because they don't want to disturb others. Do you have any reason, or do you know any reason why we should block sounds? Do let me know. What things block sound? Some common practices are: some people usually cover their ears with hands to avoid loud sounds to enter their ears. For example, you're passing by a street and all of a sudden in the sky a plane passes by making really loud noise. So what do people do? Some people, they don't like it, so they quickly cover their ears with their hands because they are trying to protect their sense of hearing. Earmuff. These are used to block sounds from entering our ears, or sometimes they reduce the amount of sound that enter our ears. How and who uses it? Men who work with machines like drilling in the wall or sawing a tree. These machines make really loud sound. So to protect their hearing, these men usually use earmuffs. Some materials are used to block the sound from moving or echoing. Echoing means to get louder and louder and louder. Materials like wood, metal, fabric, and even paint. These materials are called soundproof materials. We all have studied materials in the previous unit. I hope you know the name of some common materials. These materials are carefully designed in a special way to block sound, and they are called soundproofing material. You might have noticed some places like hospital, meeting rooms or theaters, their walls are covered with fabric or wood, metal or foam because these materials will block the sound or absorb the sound and it will not go out of that room. It will be blocked inside that room. Now, let's have a look at soundproof materials. What are some soundproof materials? Foam. If you look at the picture carefully, you will see that the walls of this room are completely covered with foam. Why? To block the sound from going out. So in this way, the sound will only stay in this room. Look at the next material. Wood is used here to block the sound from going out. And this picture shows us fabric. The fabric is used here to absorb the sound or to reduce the sound when it goes out. How sound is blocked? The pink color waves show you that the sound is coming from its source and then it hits this wall. This wall have something inside which helps to absorb the sound, and when the sound hit the wall and it goes back to the same room, you can see in green color waves, the sound is now softened. It gets softer after it hits this specially designed wall to soundproof. And on the other side of the wall you can see blue rays, and the blue rays are really small, so you can understand now that after hitting the sound, when hits this special wall with soundproof, it allows only a little amount, a little bit of sound to go out of this room. That's how the sound can be blocked. But we cannot completely stop it. Sometimes some materials, they still allow or they reduce the amount of sound. It is not completely stopped because remember, as I told you earlier, there are different materials used. So each material works in a different way to absorb or block the sound. I hope you had fun with me and learning about how we can block sounds. If you know some ways to block sounds, do let me know. Take care and I will see you in the next science lesson.